It's your girl Taelr'd, and welcome to Soul Food Podcast. This is the first episode. Shout out to that! Yay! Yay, for real. We doing this thing, y'all. Y'all already know I've been gone for a minute, but y'all know I had something up my sleeve. It don't stop. It does not stop at all. But I'm so happy to just say that this is the first episode once again. Okay, today I am titling this "No Trial Will Stop the Plan." And let me tell you something, that's one thing for sure. Okay, one monkey don't stop no show. Okay, because it don't. And we about to just talk about that for real. We about to deep dive into that conversation, because when things come up, it like the step on your plan, step on your movement. But let me tell you, nah. But before we get deep into that, I want to just shout out my amazing community. I want to shout out my viewers. Thank you for viewing the channel, and thank you for stopping in on Soul Food Podcast. Shout out to my sponsor, and also my business, Define Cosmetics. Shout out to Define Cosmetics. Okay, because that's my self-care line, okay? You guys should definitely tap in and, with your girl. I had to block that out, but for real though. And then also shout out to the other businesses. If you want to get a shout out on Soul Food Podcast, you already know I don't gatekeep over here, and I always want to show some love. So yeah, go to Soul Food Podcast. I'm gonna have the tag name right here, or if you're listening, is SOULFOOD pod POD_CLE. Okay, y'all tap that link in my bio and send me information about your business. I would love to shout it out. I'd love to get the information out there. But while you're there, also hit that follow button and stay updated to my YouTube channel, and stay updated on the Instagram. Okay, let's get into this conversation. So the question I have is, how can I overcome doubts and trust in divine planning? How can I trust in myself when I have situations that come up, but I gotta still trust that God has a plan for me? When I was younger, my plan was to truly graduate from high school, go to college, meet my man in high school, you understand? I just felt like I was gonna have that vibe. Like, if I was in school, I was gonna have my man. And we was gonna be together. By the time I graduate from high school, I imagined myself being pregnant, and us being married with our family, you know what I'm saying? And it was just gonna be a whole vibe. Like, that was my life. But coming to what we are now, 30 years old, one child, no marriage, not looking how it was looking in my mind. And that's okay, because things just didn't go that way for me. There's so many times when I think back in those moments of like, when I graduated from school, I should have just went to the university, then stayed home. I should have did a lot of things that I didn't get to do. I should have handled things differently than I did back in the day, but I let a lot of people influence my decisions. I was fearful about doing certain things. So, it's easy to say that you want something to look a certain way, but when you let fear attach to you and using people as your safety blanket and trusting their decisions for you, you miss out on a lot of things, But I feel like there's always a higher plan for you. That vision, just because I haven't seen that vision yet, I know it clear as day. I still think about it. That thought was like when I was like 9 or young. I was at least in 3rd grade. I remember having the conversation with the little friends I had at the time about that, and I still remember and hear myself and see that in my mind. One thing I learned in life, like especially with like seeing things like that, just because you haven't seen it manifest the way it's supposed to be and how it was laid out in your mind, it may not even be laid like that, you know what I'm saying, but it just hasn't happened yet. You know, the vision was given to me that I was just gonna be in this stage of my life, and I was gonna go through this stage of my life and that stage of my life. But you know, it could be just a confirmation about like, I'm gonna be blessed to have that. And the biggest fear of mine was feeling like I was lacking it, especially in my 20s. You know, in my mind, I was thinking like my 20s are like me stepping into my adulthood. I'm supposed to have things like this because that is the traditional way and that's what it's supposed to be. But going through my 20s, I mean, I didn't know what I was doing. It's like driving on the freeway for the first time. For the first time driving on the freeway, you know, and you're a new driver. You know, you gonna act like you know what you doing, but once you get beside a truck going 60, 80 miles per hour, you start freaking out a little bit. And in my 20s, that's how I felt when things was going downhill, when things was getting serious, when things was getting wild out here. Yeah, I was fretting, but I was shaking in my little boots. I was a little nervous, like So that's why I'm taking with me now, like what I learned back then, so I can achieve that vision. You know, how I was acting in my 20s, I could never have that. I was never gonna achieve the school, graduating from school, getting a husband and having the family and thriving generations that I want in my life. You know what I'm saying? How I was acting, the moves I was making, the decision on hanging out with the people and associating with the men and all that other stuff that it wasn't gonna happen for me. And I understand that now. I'm still learning, but I also learned from my ills. Yeah, it's not gonna go down like that if I keep moving like that. I had to stop being so hard on myself for not being there yet and not having what I felt like I wanted, without feeling like I'm settling for something that truly is going to not make me happy, but make me feel like I enjoy this. I enjoy this life. I'm okay leaving this here. I'm okay knowing that my children or my child is okay. I'm okay with knowing that I left them with a family full of love. I left them with wisdom. I left them with something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still present in my life, and I have plenty of time to change it. I have plenty of time to witness what life has for me. And that's where trusting in the divine comes from. Because at the end of the day, yeah, I ain't got what I feel like I should have, but there's been so many good days and memories and exciting times, and still exciting moments to come. I don't know what tomorrow will bring, you know what I mean? So I feel like the different strategies to build faith and trust in your days is, first of all, being transparent. You know, it's okay to tell people that you done took an L in your life. It's okay to take an L in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done took many L's. Again, with school. When I first got to school, I was lacking. I was hanging out with the wrong people. Love y'all to death. But we wasn't doing nothing. And especially me, I was not doing anything, okay, when I first got into college, because I wasn't ready. First of all, I gave up on what I truly wanted to do. I wanted to go to Cincinnati and be a producer. I did not do that because I did not get accepted. But I got accepted into Akron. But I was nervous about Akron. I ain't know nobody in Akron. I didn't know what was in store for me in Akron, but Akron wanted me to be there. And you know what's crazy? I was just at an award event for Akron last year. Could have been my classmates. Could have known the teachers that were around me, you know, getting their awards and how have you. Full circle moment. But since I decided not to go there, I didn't get to see what was for me. Being consistent, you know, coming back at it again, even if it wasn't that good yesterday, even if you only got a little bit of footage, even if you only ran 5 miles versus the whole goal that you wanted to run, even if it was 5 pounds, even if it was whatever, even if it was a B, whatever it is, you still got to stay consistent to it. You can't put it down. Remember it tomorrow. When your mind reminds you to go check on it anyways, even if you are scared. You still have to do it. Because if you leave it there, you will never remember it. You will let it just wallow in the dust and you will never pick it up again. So you got to go back tomorrow. The next thing you should do is communicate. Communicate to yourself. Leave yourself a voice note. Leave yourself a sticky note. Put it on your mirror. Communicate with like-minded individuals that's going to feed into you versus negative people that don't even want to see you win. They don't want to see you win. That is so ugly to me. Let me just say that. If you are a type of person that feels like, man, I don't want to see you win if I ain't winning. I don't have time to feel bad for you because you don't want to get up. And you not seeing that I'm in your life with all this motivation in my heart to show you it's time to get up and get this work done. If you don't see that, then I can't do nothing for you. You just miserable. Misery loves company. And boy, you're looking kind of lonely. Okay, so I don't like that. That is so like, what? What is wrong with you today, bro? Get up. It's time to get this money. Anyway. But yeah, communicate though. Communicate with people that's gonna be like, man, it was all right. Let's do this though. We gotta keep going. It's okay. Yes, and the next one, accountable. Be accountable. Them same people, even the haters, better keep you accountable. Okay. I seen that you skipped a day yesterday. Taylor, I seen that you ain't put up nothing since the summer. What's going on with you? I'm back at it like I never left. I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, I see your little show. I see you trying out here, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, big show. Big show out here. But no, for real, accountable. Let me work on this little big show. Okay? Keep yourself accountable. Be empathetic. Carrying all this weight, you know, especially dealing with that, especially dealing with people that are like-minded and are motivating you to keep going, but you also are carrying the weight of people that don't understand what you're doing, don't want to see you win, and may hit you where it hurts some days where you're already down. You know, have empathy for yourself. You know, ignore those negative thoughts in your mind. And remember that you are doing this for you. And because you're being obedient, obviously, to something that is calling you towards your purpose, wherever your purpose is, wherever your skills, your niche, whatever it is that you love and you keep running back to, keep going with that. And be empathetic towards yourself. It's hard. It's okay to take breaks. It's okay to walk away today and come back to it tomorrow. Don't be so hard on yourself. Be vulnerable. That's the next one. You know, be vulnerable. Be open about it. Even on your platform. Even in the center of your creativity, be vulnerable. Because that's going to help you in your work. Be in those feelings. Understand what you're feeling. So when it comes up again, you know how to detect it. You know what's going on with yourself. Okay? And lastly, appreciate it. Appreciate yourself for going back to it. For working on it. For not giving up. Because once you show yourself appreciation, that's all you need. Because for one, my personal experience with doing these talks is truly feeling like my goal of wanting to help people, you know. And people express to me how they feel, good things. But sometimes I hear those bad things. And it makes me feel some type of way. It makes me feel like, dang, am I really doing something so wrong? Am I not helping? You know? But I had to realize, like, sometimes the good things you do will make people's spirits uncomfortable. And that's fine. Sometimes people can be uneasy in their spirit when it comes to reflecting on themselves. Reflecting on the bad. Reflecting on the flaws. You know, because then they have to really look at themselves. Dang, I really may have hurt that person's feelings. Oh, how I showed up today in front of these people, I may look like this. And some people shrug it off like, I don't care, I said what I said. I did that for a reason. And you may have your reason, but at the same time, everything don't need a reaction. The better reaction is to do it a better way. You know? Especially when you're in a big crowd and you just showed your ASS. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, that full circle moment. Turn around, you could meet somebody that truly you need in this moment. But then they remember you showing that at the party, okay? I don't know if I want to work with you. You seem a little hot-headed. But you know, it wasn't even like that. This person and me had some beef for years. Like, they just got me in my feelings in the moment. But some people don't want to hear that. Because they got their own relationship with so-and-so too. And all this other stuff. It's a very complex understanding. But I'm just saying, like, you gotta have faith. You gotta have faith that nothing is gonna mess up what's supposed to be for you. Nothing. I don't care if somebody switches the tickets, the little stickers on your gift on Christmas. I know I sound crazy saying this, but for real, follow me here. That's still gonna be your gift. Somebody's gonna spot that and be like, that wasn't for you, that was for so-and-so. Even though you never even knew that was for you. But somebody else knew. And somebody else brought it to attention. And now you got what you deserve to get. Regardless. Regardless. So, the personal challenge that I had to face is just realizing, like, I may have made mistakes. But what I seen for myself, I could still have that. And certain people may not think or feel like I deserve what's coming towards me. But they have no say-so in that. God do. And that's just what it is. And that's what I have witnessed. And that's what I have seen. And that's what I'm going to believe. So that wraps up the first episode on Soul Food Podcast. Hey. Okay. I'm going to definitely have a question for you guys. So don't forget to tap into my IG and click the link so you guys can answer the question for the week. And the question of the week really is, what personal experience has challenged your faith? So tap in there. I want to hear from you guys. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. If this message has inspired you today, don't forget to share it with a friend, because you know somebody may really need this message. And let's get this message out. Let's get everybody hip to some soul food, okay? Again, don't forget to follow Soul Food Podcast on IG. That's SOULFOOD pod POD_CLE. Okay, and I'm your girl Taelr'd, and it's been a vibe, y'all. I love you guys so much. Just on with y'all. I love you. Peace.